everyone, this is Coy from This and That, and today I am sharing a huge bulk grocery haul of all sorts of goodies. Stay tuned to find out what I purchased, how much it cost, and where you can buy it. Stay tuned. So let's be honest, did you think it was going to be this much stuff? Well, this is almost all of the stuff we got. I'll explain a few things because some of it's been consumed, but this is several different stores of bulk grocery foods and outlets. And I tried to divide it up with the things that have already been portioned out. We have sodas and health and beauty and things like lids and bags there. We have candy and some fruit. I have snack food stuff here. So does anyone want to take a guess at how much all of this cost? You can add it in the comments below, but I am going to tell you how much it cost us. All of this food here, and there are a few things missing, which a few things I will point out because it was fruit or other things that we eat. This costs, all of these groceries here cost us $475.93. And this food is going to last us a very long time. I'm going to start going in and just giving you an idea with some ballpark estimates of how much some of these things cost at other places. So I'm not going to put them on the screen. I'm just going to tell you. So let's get into I'm going to go with the bulk items over here. So first of all, the very first thing is a huge bag of quick rolled oats. It's a 50-pound bag and it was $29.95. So if you were to buy oats at the grocery store, especially places like Walmart, I'm going to give Walmart as an example because a lot of people shop at Walmart. A small thing of oats at Walmart, that's going to cost you several dollars. And if you figure it out in pounds of how much it would cost you per pound for quick oats, Great Value brand is about $2 a pound. Quaker Oat brand is about $4 a pound. Buying it like this, I am paying 60 cents a pound. So the savings are astronomical. And you think, who needs this many rolled oats? But we eat a lot of oatmeal in our house, and I make our own oatmeal packets. I use some bags and some Ziploc bags that are reusable, and I'll get them prepped with some apple pie spice, some cinnamon, some brown sugar, and we just warm them up in the microwave with either milk or water. And my husband eats it all year round. We figured out that we were spending about $60 in packages of oatmeal. And when I started to do the math and all this stuff, it was like, it's a lot cheaper to just buy a big bag of oats and put them in some 5-gallon buckets and just grab them as we need. We're probably also going to share some with family members who also like to make their own oatmeal. So that was a huge savings, 60 cents a pound compared to $2 or $4 at Walmart or Amazon. So next up is mozzarella cheese. I buy a huge block of mozzarella cheese. This particular one is it's a little over 5.5 pounds. It's $2.52 a pound. So this was $14, a little over $14 for this huge block of cheese. Now, if you were to go to Walmart, it is $2 for an 8-ounce block of mozzarella cheese. So you need 2 blocks of 8-ounce cheese to get a pound. So you are spending $4 for 1 pound of cheese, where I just paid $2.52 for a pound of cheese. So what I do is I take this block and I cut it up and I use about half of it and I shred it with my KitchenAid mixer, put a little bit of cornstarch in it so it doesn't stick together, and I freeze it. and we use it on pizzas and salads or all sorts of things. And this will last us a bit because there's only 3 of us. And if the other half, I usually divide into smaller sections and I vacuum seal and freeze it, and I can take them out whenever we need them. Super screaming deal for cheese. So just adding on really quick, I forgot these 2 items. One of them was clear gel, which is cook type, for $2.59 a pound. I use this for canning for pie fillings or chicken pot pie filling that I'm going to can. And I also got buttermilk solids because you just add water with this and you can make buttermilk for recipes instead of me having to make it from scratch. A lot of people don't really know about this stuff, but we buy it because I make a lot of homemade granola bars, and this is just so good. I tried it last fall buying some. It is called puffed icorn. Icorn is a very old, pretty much untouched grain. It's not hibernated. It's not been modernized. It's pretty old, and this is a chemical-free one, aka organic. The Amish farm that does these, they do what they can to be organic, but they just don't have the titles because it's just so expensive. So I buy these and we bulk them up with oats and other goodies into our granola bars. So those are $5.99 a pound. They're a little on the expensive side, but I'm only using about a half a cup to 3/4 a cup every time. The next thing is this whole row here is all organic sugar. And I priced out stuff, and if I was to go to the store, it is going to cost me $2 or $3 a pound for organic cane sugar. Now, I paid $1.19 a pound, and this is an almost 5-pound bag. This is an almost 5-pound bag. That's a 5-pound bag, and the one in the back is almost 9 pounds. So this sugar will last me a while. I could have bought a 50-pound bag, and I decided to buy the smaller ones to see how much I would use before I went and bought a 50-pound bag of sugar. And still, a great deal at $1.19 a pound. It came out about 90 cents if I would have bought the 50-pound bag because it was $45. Still, organic cane sugar. I've seen the bag that these came out of, the big bag, and I can't beat that going to the store, the regular stores. The wheat germ, that's $1.80. That's just for a couple of different recipes that I have. King Arthur flour, 55 cents a pound. This is a over 9.5-pound bag and a 10.5-pound bag. If I buy it, now this bag in the back costs me $5.76. If I go to a wholesale place and buy a 10-pound bag of King Arthur flour, it's anywhere between $10 and $12. So this is almost half price of buying it at other stores. And I mean, Walmart, they have a little 5-pound bag and they want $5 for it. So still 50% savings for King Arthur brand flour. This is some bay leaves. I buy these. This is about $75. Like I said, I'm not going to price check everything. Just an idea. This I will price check. This is apple pie spice. You might say, oh my gosh, it's $14.19 a pound. Holy crap, that's expensive. But let me tell you, Walmart and places like that, when you buy those little shakers of apple pie spice, you're paying $29 a pound for apple pie spice. So this is a darn good deal. This is almost half price. This is for canning pickles to help crisp it. That was an okay price, but I needed it, so I grabbed it. Redmond real salt, $3.30 a pound. This is something new I'm trying instead of just sea salt. It's a lot of people use it, and it seems like a pretty healthy salt, so we're giving that a try. Parsley flakes, 77 cents a pound. Big giant thing. That'll last me for a while for making different recipes. Now, these are, you must be saying, what are these? These are pot pie squares. These are when the Amish make chicken pot pies, they don't do the traditional crust like you would think with a crust on the bottom like a pie. They use pot pie squares, which are mostly eggs and flour and water. So these are homemade pot pie squares. I grabbed them from different places. One place they were $3.19. The other place they were $2.59. So I went back for more from that place. I've made them myself, but honestly, it's a lot easier for me to just buy them already pre-made. They're not too much different from the ones that I make myself, and it's saving me a lot of time. So I did those. I also we make a tractor cake for my husband. We have IH tractors, so I grabbed some red sanding sugar so we can make his tractor cakes. This is something new for me this year, which is chicken-based soup with parsley. So for making chicken soups, for making chicken corn soups. I usually prefer to make this sort of stuff myself with broths, but again, sometimes, you know, you just can't make everything. And I try to make as much as I can from scratch, but there are days where it's hay season or it's gardening season and I'm canning like crazy and I just don't have time to make stuff from scratch. So once in a while, it's good to have these. Now this one was $3.55 a pound. Another place we went to, it was $7.59 a pound. So we're giving that a try. Another new thing I'm trying is cheddar cheese powder for making mac and cheese. I'm excited about the white. I wish I had read the packaging on this because this has some dyes in it, yellow 5, yellow 6. Not a big fan. It's got soybeans, so I probably won't buy this again, but I will use it up for some different mac and cheese recipes. I got 2 things of ground cumin because I go through this a ton when I make chili, homemade chili. I go through cinnamon a ton. This was $6.99 for a big one. Usually they're like $8.99 at the wholesale stores, so saving $2. This was another one just because, again, I go through so much cinnamon when we make our oatmeal and other recipes. Now these are egg noodles. Most of the other places that had this brand, they were $3.99. This particular place, they were $1.99. So I bought 4 bags because I like to make, we go to a tractor show and they make this absolutely delicious chicken corn soup. It's a really simple soup. That's part of why I bought this to go with it. And it's pretty much chicken, some corn, noodles. It's very simple, but it's very, very good. So I'm looking forward. Another thing, just so cheap. And I mean, this is hardly anything for ingredients. It's got wheat flour. It's got whole eggs, water. I mean, that's such a simple recipe. There's not all of that junk preservatives in it. And that'll be just quick and easy for me when I'm making different soups or chicken noodle soups. So we grabbed those because that was just a screaming deal compared to a lot of other places. And I mean, if I go buy a bag of noodles at the local grocery store, they're going to be about $4 or $5 for homemade noodles, if not more. So $1.99. Rolled oats, we bought 2 huge bags. This one's almost 9 pounds. The one behind it, pretty similar. Oops. Strawberries and raspberries down. Same thing, about the same amount. $6.38, 75 cents a pound for rolled oats. Again, you're looking anywhere between $2 and $5 a pound at Walmart or other grocery stores. I make a lot of oatmeal raisin cookies. We make a lot of granola bars, so I go through the oatmeal pretty quick. Last year, I did a bulk haul, and I only bought a small amount of some of these things, and I definitely went through it much quicker than I thought I did. So I grabbed some more of that. On the back here is for $2.60. There's a whole bunch of bread bags. There are 100 bags in here, and that's going to be great for when I make my bread, and I can put it in that, plus put it inside a freezer bag. Next up, we have fruit. These are not the exact fruits I bought because we ate them. We were on vacation, and that's what we bought them for. Organic berries, these exact ones. 50 cents a piece. We bought 4 of them. We devoured them. They were delicious. This was not the same brand. These are from Aldi, but I bought them today. They had organic Driscoll strawberries for $1.50. We bought 2 of those, and we really enjoyed having those on vacation. So the next thing, this is homemade. We bought 2 of these. These were seconds. They are oatmeal raisin whoopie pies. Oh my word, these were amazing. We bought another one, ate it for breakfast, my husband and I, and we're going to enjoy this one. We brought it home, put it in the fridge to keep it from going bad because this is hardly any bad things in it, like flour, oatmeal, sugar, raisins, butter, buttermilk, eggs, baking soda, baking powder, cinnamon, salt, sugar, shortening, flour, water, vanilla. So, I mean, you know, healthier stuff. I can't make it for $1.25, not with the cream and everything in it. So that's the bulk groceries over here. Now I'm going to start going, I mean, I did add the strawberries there. Sorry, I got carried away. I was excited, I guess, about how cheap the fruit was. And I mean, we also bought at an Amish stand, we bought 2 huge watermelons, 2 for $5. They were big. We went to a more touristy one, and they wanted $9 for a watermelon the same size. And the big thing is, I got carried away because I was just so excited. But I bought these groceries at multiple bulk Amish and Mennonite grocery stores in the Lancaster and Harrisburg area of Pennsylvania. 3 or 4 times a year, we go down there. In August, we go for 10 to 14 days. We bring our tractors. We go to a tractor show. And I've been filling up because I can't buy this stuff for this cheap at home. I live in Massachusetts and it's expensive up here. So for us, I mean, I had done a comparison of buying stuff from 2 places. We spent like $2.53 at one place that was up past Harrisburg and about $40 at the other. And I added all these items up. I figured out how much they cost at Walmart and Amazon, and it was $200 difference that we saved. I took $50 out for gas because it was an hour and a half away, an hour and a half back, and that was pretty much why we did the traveling. So still over $150 in savings. I mean, that's for us. We spend about $100 a week on groceries. That's a week and a half of groceries just in savings, and that's not even including all of this stuff here. At the end of the video, I'll share, what I've been able to figure out with the prices of some of these things and just an idea. I mean, I figured this stuff out, and guys, I spent $4.75 on this. This would have cost us almost $1,000 for these groceries. Isn't that disgusting? $1,000 for groceries? I mean, how many people do you see on Facebook or, on the news where they go and they buy groceries and they're coming home and they're like got a small carriage full of stuff with a little bit of meat and some milk and things. And I mean, I know there's no milk, there's no, there's cheese, but there's no milk, there's no meat here. But still, if you were to take those things out, how much these items would cost you at the grocery store? If you start adding some of these things up on your own, you want to cry because you're just like, a family spending $500, $600, $800, $1,000 on groceries, which is crazy. So if you're able to go to a place like there's like Ohio, Indiana, a lot of those states out that way, Pennsylvania, upstate New York, look for bulk or Mennonite grocery outlets. Look for scratch and dent. There are some places that they don't sell like this sort of stuff, but they'll sell all of this stuff, and it'll be scratch and dent, and maybe it's going to expire or it just expired. And if you store it properly and you take the extra few seconds to store it properly and you're going to eat it within the next few months, this is worth it. It's really, really worth it. I got carried away. I'm going to show you where I got these from. I did some videos. Now, I didn't do a ton because guess what? When you're going shopping, you don't want to be walking around with a camera while people are trying to grocery shop, especially if there's Amish and Mennonite. I try to be very respectful. We have friends that are Amish, and they don't like their pictures taken. They don't like to be on video. So if I do stuff, I try to get the back of them, or I tried not to do it at all if they're in an aisle shopping because I just want to be respectful. And the same goes for regular people too. So I'll be blurring people's faces out in the videos so you don't see them. But I did try to get, what the stores look like. I'll share where they're located exactly. And I'll also show what's in some of the aisles. Now, I only did it at 2 of the places because many of the smaller Amish places that we went to were really packed with Amish women and kids. So I just didn't even film it all. I might have gotten a couple of the buildings, but I did not film inside because they're all pretty similar. You got aisles of this sort of stuff marked down, and then you got the bulk groceries, and you got a price check. Go from place to place. I have a notebook, and I wrote down these places. I wrote down what was good at them and what wasn't. Now, just as an example, I talked about this that was $7.59 a pound at one place and $3.55 at another. I found places where the oats, they're $1 something a pound instead of 55 cents. So do your research. If you go to a couple of these places, unless you see something that's a screaming deal and it's a screaming deal, try to do some research, because you're only going to save yourself some money. If you only have time to go to one of these places, then, make your best decision on what you need and what you guys eat. We tried to buy stuff that we eat. I didn't just buy things unless it was something I wanted to try that was healthier. We don't eat a lot of these crackers and candies and things, but I portion it out, and this can last us almost a year for some of these things, or a couple of months, because we might have a little bit once or twice a week instead of eating a whole box of crackers in 1 or 2 sittings. So, do it what works for you. You don't have to be like me and get this much stuff. I worked my way up to this. My very first video, which I will link, I got just a really small amount of stuff because I didn't know how much I was going to use or not use, and I didn't want to throw food away. And then my next one was a little bit bigger, and then we went through it pretty quick because I've been cooking more from scratch. And now I'm to this stage, and I mean, I'm going to be good for a while. I don't need to go out and get stuff. So, I'm pretty pleased with this, and this was worth it for us to haul all this home. We're going there anyway. So the times of the year that we stop, we usually go 2 other, sometimes 3 other times where we're on our way to see family further south. And we'll stop at a few of our favorite places and we'll stock up on some of these items depending on what we need. But honestly, I mean, the savings is crazy, or like 50 to 80% off what you pay at the regular local grocery store or even Walmart is just, it's insane to me. Let me go back to what we've got up here. I'll start at the top here. I've got some fudge popcorn. We looked that up. That was about $3 to $4 a bag. I paid $1. Hold on. Sorry, I can't read it because it's upside down. $1.29. So we got 3 bags of those, but we ate one because they are really good. These corn chips are from, Target, because they're Good and Gather. Those were 99 cents. Those are $4 for a bag at Target because they're organic. The Boom Chicka popcorn, 99 cents. These are $3 to $5 compared to where you get them. These were 99 cents. They don't expire till October. Go on Amazon and be like, holy crap, $15 for 1 can of cheese curls. I should have bought more, but we got all this other stuff. I didn't want to go too nuts, So things like that. The penny sticks, I couldn't find these anywhere. Those were $1.09. That's cheaper than Dollar Tree. So we like having pretzels every once in a while with cheese or something else. You might be asking, well, hold on, I'm getting a hold of myself. Sorry. I'm excited, can you tell? And I want to share it with other people because I want to say that there are others on YouTube that have shared their hauls. And you might think, why does somebody want to watch a haul video about food? Because when you learn about these places and you go on vacation and you're going through these places, you're able to get these items to save money. And with food being so expensive, I appreciated the people that made videos, especially Adeline Zook. If you check her page out, she went to several of these places, and even though they were an hour and a half away from where we were staying, the savings was so good. I cannot wait to go back next time because they get new things all the time. So I want to thank the people who do this because you helped me. I didn't know about these Amish bulk grocery stores. I mean, we have friends now in Pennsylvania. We have some Amish friends and some English friends. And by English, I mean regular American people, because that's what the Amish call regular people who aren't Amish. They told us about some of these places. There was one place that was super cheap. The place that got the noodles, rather, Creekside Foods. Little place out of the way. Small, but great savings. And I mean, everybody who's local knows about this. So if I can help somebody who even lives close to the area, who's passing through on vacation, if I can help anybody to save some money, then I feel like I'm doing my job. That's why I'm making these types of videos, because I'm excited to share what I've learned from others and pass it on to other people. And hopefully they'll pass it on, because everything is expensive. And our income doesn't seem to be going up as quick as all of the other stuff. So wherever we can save money, let's try to help each other out, right? These big bags, these are anywhere from $8.99 to $11.99 for these huge, 1.5, it's almost 1.5 pound bags. We bought 2. We've eaten most of this one. These were marked down because they were going to expire soon. I think it's like early September that they were going to expire. We bought 2. I'll portion the other ones out. We did buy candy. We do not eat a lot of candy, but we love Reese's. So we got these. This one was discounted. This one was discounted because they're going to expire soon. I mean, they got to put the dates, the Best Buy dates, when they pack these, just like anywhere else. So we're going to put these away, portion them out. I love Twizzlers. Same thing. Going to portion them out. My husband tries not to eat Pop-Tarts too often, but those 2 boxes will last him a year, if not longer, because he doesn't eat them as much anymore. Got some gummy worms because sour gummies are another weakness. And again, portion them out. They'll last, and I don't feel guilty if I'm just eating a little at a time. You're probably asking, what's up with all the Honey Bunches of Oats? That's my husband's favorite cereal. In fact, it's the only cereal that he eats. It's not the healthiest. It's got all that preservative junk in it, just like most of this stuff. But again, you can't make everything. So sometimes it's okay to have some items. And I mean, I don't tell anybody how to eat. Just because I make a lot of stuff and try to avoid all the preservatives and all those sorts of things doesn't mean that you can't eat that stuff, and doesn't mean you're a bad person or whatever. To each their own. Everybody's got to eat the way that they can eat and the way they can afford to eat. So my husband loves this cereal. We've got 2, 4, 6, I think it was 8 boxes. It was 8 we bought. They were $1.59 a piece. They expired in July, but you know, I'm going to vacuum seal some of these, and they're already in the bags too. I'm going to put them inside a 5-gallon bucket, so they'll be fine. This one doesn't expire for another month or so. These big giant boxes, these have 2 family size bags in them. These sell for $8.99 at our local BJ's wholesale. I got this for $4.59. Half price, guys. That's crazy. Moving on, lots of crackers. These were like $1 a piece a box. They're 3 something at Walmart. These have fresh packs in them. One of them has 6. The other one, this one has, I think, like 12 or 16. These were cheap, like $1.59. I think actually this was $1.19. These were $1.59 for a big box. And cinnamon ones for 79 cents, because it's a weakness of mine to have cinnamon graham crackers with butter. And I know that sounds like a really weird combination, but I grew up eating those, and every so often I'll have 2 whole sleeves with a little bit of butter as a snack. You know, moderation, and it's not so bad. My daughter loves unsweetened applesauce. These are organic. You get 4 pouches, and they were 75 cents each. I looked these up. They were hard to find online. I think they were 4 something a package where I saw them. They were not on Amazon, or the ones they had on Amazon were not exactly the same. So that was a good deal. We got some Annie's organic graham crackers. These were $3.29. I probably would have bought just these and not all these, but we went to that place first. So we did get some organic. My daughter loves the organic cookies. We really like the plain. These are chocolate chip and chocolate honey. We like just the honey ones, but nobody had them. I bought 10 boxes of these. They were $1.19. These are $4.59, I think, at Target. I don't think Walmart had them. These Simple Mills crackers, oh my word. These are 5 something a box if you go look at them on Amazon or other places like Instacart and stuff. Holy moly, 79 cents for this one. It's a veggie flour one. I said, heck, I'll give it a try sometimes if I want something munchy. Almond flour, 99 cents. You know, if I don't like them, I didn't spend a ton of money. We do like wheat thins. These are good for family parties, you know, around the holidays, or just to munch with some cheese. Triscuits, hint of salt because we don't like too much salt. Same with these, good for parties. These are still good to November. These I think I paid $1.50 for. These are organic, like almost like Ritz crackers, $2.81. Those, holy crap, I think those were $6 somewhere else I saw online. You can hear my Mass accent coming out because I'm excited. Sorry. Golden Oreos, $2.99 for family size. Those you can find at some places for about the same thing, but Walmart, I think family size is a little bit more, only $1, so that wasn't a crazy bargain, but we do like Golden Oreos every so often. These were peanut butter and chocolate flavored. This was 50 cents. Usually see these, you know, $1.50, $2 places. These were $1.50 a piece. We had one more, but we ate them over the 2 weeks we were on vacation. Those sell for $3-4 at Walmart. So in the front here, I have some more things. I have 2 cans of crushed tomatoes for different recipes. We like the no salt added. So for 99 cents, that was a steal when they're $2.19, $2.59 at Walmart. This was a 4-pack of paste tomatoes. I make my own spaghetti sauce. So those I like to put into the spaghetti sauce to help thicken it, so you don't have to cook it on the stove for quite as long. Those were $1.50 a piece for 4 cans. I mean, the individual small cans of paste, those are anywhere from 75 cents to $1 at Walmart and other places. This wasn't like a bargain thing, but I wanted to try this tea concentrate where you just add a little bit in some water. I got a peach and a raspberry. The Zevia soda, it's another thing that I buy these, and I think this soda will probably last me the rest of the year, just because I only have 1 or 2 cans a month. But I love root beer, I like soda, but I try to have something a little healthier, and this has stevia and doesn't have like a bunch of junk in it. I mean, and it doesn't have colorant. These are clear sodas. This particular one, it's carbonated water, stevia leaf extract, citric acid, and a little bit of flavoring to it. And it's not like organic, but it's just a little healthier. And I mean, really, soda's never healthy, but I can only drink so much lemon water. That's mostly what I drink. And sometimes I have to have a treat because I don't buy regular soda anymore. So that's kind of the closest to healthy soda I guess I could get. These are the same ones that they sell at Aldi. These were 33 cents a piece, or they had big cases. We didn't need that many. It's at 59 cents. Moving over to this, rennet tablets. These are for making cheese and things. I want to try to make cheese, so that's why I got those. A whole bunch of Advil PMs, because sometimes I use these when we travel to help me sleep. Not very often, so these are going to last me for years. I mean, I just got rid of a bottle that I think was 6 years old, and they still worked perfect. So I don't always go by, hey, it's expired on the bottle. They have to do that for, you know, safety, well, not safety reasons, but I guess liability. You'd probably say, whoa, that's a lot of shampoo and conditioner. This is the kind I use. These were $1.99 a piece, okay? This is $5 at Walmart. This is $3.97 for each of these at Walmart. So half price savings. They don't go bad. They're going to go in the closet. I'll use them when I need them. Baking cups for mini stuff, because we'll do a lot of like mini muffins and things. These were 75 cents. Next up, we got some vacuum seal rolls. These long ones were only $2.99 a piece. That was a good deal. This one was $9.99, but it was a pretty big roll. And I vacuum seal all our meats, so it was worth it for me. The Reynolds Wrap, I really like the heavy duty. A lot of the other ones, you get what you pay for sometimes. The cheapy ones at like Dollar Tree or, you know, Dollar General, and you just look at them and there's a hole in it. $2.29. This is $5 or $6 at Walmart. Heavy duty. This is another one. I think it was just a different style box and they changed it. $2.29 for that one. $2.39 for the long one if I have big cookie sheets or whatnot. And then I also got some kitchen paper for wrapping and freezing meats short term. The bags, they were okay deal. They were stuff that was taped up, or it must have been a pallet that got damaged. These were $4.69 for 40. It wasn't actually too far off Walmart's price, so these weren't a huge savings. These were a little bit better for the quart for $2.50. I think these were $3.97 or something at Walmart for $50. This one really was only $1 difference. These were, sorry, $5.79, and they're like $6.69 or whatever at Walmart. So not a huge deal, but I needed bags, so I grabbed them. $1.49 for the oven bags. And then the last stuff I have here are canning jars, because I do a lot of my own canning. $2.79 for the regular amount. It's over $1 difference from Walmart. And you think it's only $1, but money adds up. And I got 8. So that's $8, over $8, probably close to 10 that I saved. I'd rather have that $10 in my pocket. And this was $3.99 compared to $4.99 for the wide mouth at Walmart. So that's another thing. I also, not shown here, but included in the price, I did buy 2 boxes of canning jars that are just the pint jars, no lids, no rings. Those were $7. They buy them from a place in Lancaster called Fillmore, and they're good quality glass jars for canning or storing goods. I already, I like the ball lids. Some people don't, and that's fine, but I like these, and so I didn't mind having just the jars with no lids. And I got a bazillion rings, so I didn't need the rings. So for me, it was better. I mean, if I get a dozen pint ball jars, or even Walmart's brand, you're looking for anywhere from 10 to 14, I believe, for canning jars. And again, these aren't Ball brand, but they are very comparable. The Fillmore ones are really nice. So that is my haul. And again, this isn't for everybody, but if I can help anyone to save money by discovering these types of places, then I'm feeling I'm doing my job. So the names of the places that I went to, and you probably saw them when I edited and added some things, but in case you didn't catch them, I'll also list them below. There was Whispering Pines, which was in Mount Pleasant Mills. That's Mennonite run and owned business. Honestly, that place was the size of a huge grocery store, and the bargain barn section was like almost the size of like a CVS. It was huge. The next place we went to, which was about 10-15 minutes away, was L&L Market. They didn't have quite as many deals. They were a little bit more expensive, but we did find some different things there, different types of crackers and things that they didn't have at Whispering Pine. So the deals were pretty good. Like the wheat thins were $1.50. And I mean, those are so much money at the grocery store, $3 and $4. Another place we went to closer to the Lancaster area was Creekside Foods. That's in Kinzer, which isn't far off of Route 30. Centerville Bulk Foods in Gordonville, Miller's in Bird in Hand. That was in Bird in Hand. We went to the Bird in Hand farm store. That had some stuff that was expensive and some stuff that wasn't. That was obviously in Bird in Hand. On the side is in Gap. That's another Amish grocery store. But that's pretty much it. We did go to a couple of other places that we didn't buy anything because they were a little bit on the expensive side. I don't remember some of those because honestly, I think we went to like 8 different bulk grocery outlet type of stores. So after a while, it was confusing. But those were the major ones that we went to that we got the most stuff from. Thank you so much for watching this bulk haul video. Hopefully it helped you out or gave you some ideas, even if it doesn't directly affect you. If you're able to pass on the information to friends or family, then I feel like I've done my job. I appreciate you staying till the end of the video. As always, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. I don't do a ton of videos, but I try to do things where I feel like it can help somebody and share things I've learned. So if you like this content, I hope you will consider subscribing or, again, passing on my channel to somebody you know that it might help them. As always, stay safe and be well.